a little more serious now. Well, let's talk a little bit about the Northwestern fiasco. So, if you guys didn't catch it, if you're not, you must not be in the sports or live under a rock, one of the two. But Pat Fitzgerald got fired after being suspended for 2 weeks on allegations of hazing that went on at Northwestern, which was done by their own. Is the newspaper journal the journalist over at Northwestern did this investigation on and they investigated 11 players, interviewed 11 players who talked about hazing that went on for years. And it was kind of weird, some of the things they did as far as the hazing was concerned, but a lot of it was sexual in nature, lots of like nudity involved and whatever else. And then Pat Fitzgerald, of course, said that he had no idea that any of that was happening. And actually there was some people that came up to his defense and said that, he didn't know. But at the same time, it's like, how do you not know when you're the head coach of a football team or any team in that regard? And obviously you have experience in dealing with coaches and whatever, and maybe you can kind of speak to like things that you did behind the coach's back, but you set the tone, you set the culture in that and for your team. And so it's just kind of like, at the end of the day, you're responsible. The right call was made as far as letting him go. But I think actually just given the fact that if he didn't truly know, and I think that, America obviously is full of second chances. I think he does end up land a coaching spot somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, we're in a different world now where everything can be found out, everything that can be tracked, something that's going on. And honestly, coaching styles, philosophies, in this case, hazing, things that were considered okay 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever it may be, you can go back, maybe even as early as 5 years ago. It's not the case anymore. And what's the line from Remember the Titans? It's, attitude reflects leadership.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's not saying anything with him if you didn't know, but the leadership is always the one that is going to fall.
Yeah.
Because it is your responsibility of running the ship, that even if you don't know, you are the fall guy because it is your program, it is your team. And I've seen a lot of things. I saw some reports saying guys were really frustrated on the team that he got fired. But at the same time, it's understanding where we are at this world. And this is a Power 5 school.
Yeah.
It's a very good school. And especially with all the issues that have already happened so far in college athletics or in professional sports, where this situation is going to be magnified, it's going to fall on the head coach.
Well, these types of things also create, mental instability, especially among players. One of them mentioned that they got PTSD from it, which is pretty terrible. But also the other thing is too, I mean, and you may have some insight on this, you may not, but like, if I'm the freshman that's getting hazed, right? I'm made to do naked bear crawls or whatever hell else they were doing. Allegedly. Like the last thing that I'm going to do, like, if you're a part of a sports team, you're part of a brotherhood. The last thing that I'm going to do after you just got done treating me like that is actually like have your back in a game or in life or otherwise. Like, I'm not going to be about that, bro. It's just not going to happen. Like,
I will say this. I never had that type of hazing growing up, with anything. I had people that, play jokes on us and make things hard or mainly harmless.
Yeah.
Right. But there's a line. There's a line that needs, and I'm again, all for having fun. And I've done my own crazy things, but not in this sense. But I mean, everyone, this crosses the line of it. And that's what it is I think you make a great point is if you're best friends, if you're in the trenches with those guys, so is this hazing someone like that? Is that going to make you be one of them? Like, no, it should be about what you do in between the lines. What's your work ethic? What are you doing off the field that's going to help you, your teammates, and your program?
Yeah.
Your integrity, how you handle yourself, how you conduct yourself. Not if you can go and do this challenge and that's going to show and prove your loyalty to the team. To me, that's a load of crap.
Yeah. Had to mention it, had to talk about it, but couple other things I wanted to address in headline news.
Well, before we go real quick, I did say Brad brought up that they're saying Coach O could be in the mix. You think that that's actually possible?
No, I don't think so.
Especially with him leaving. Is it too early? Does Coach O fit the Northwestern?
I don't know. That would be.
You know what? I'd love to see Coach O down up there in Illinois.
Yeah, he just doesn't strike me as somebody that's going to go that far north.
What's Northwestern's mascot again? The
Oh,
I got to look this up. I'm blanking because it's always go Tigers. What would it be then if he hits it with the mascot there? What is it? It's the Wildcats.
Wildcats, yeah.
Go Cats. You know,
I could see that.
I could see the Cats.
I could see that.
I could see the Cats for sure.